Pleasure to welcome the batch of 2013. We thought this year we'll not have this function, but we'll do it on Facebook and social media. So the Facebook and social media is already active with a lot of photographs of Subbu and all awkward styles. Very famous saying that you are in the comfortable hands and the big hand coming out. So it's an area of social media. So it doesn't make sense to have such organized presentations, and we believe in technology. But we still said, okay, meeting body to body and face to face still makes a difference. So we said, okay, we'll call them. It's a pleasure to have you all here so that you can go through the pain for the next 2 years. Yes, it is painful. If you ask me, would you like to come back and do the 2 years course? No, I would not like to. It's a painful course, and we ensure we make it painful, and we plug the holes as soon as we find one. The intention is very clear. There's no place for fun in the corporate world. And with the GDP now sitting at 4.8%, it's going to be still tougher for the days to come. And if you don't create the differentiation in you, you're not going to go to the marketplace, not at all, no way. So next 2 years is going to be bad for you, and we have to take it that way. We have no choice. The markets are not going to be as good as it seems to be. Maybe by the time you pass out, things would have revived and you are in for a good time. But next 2 years, the way in which things are happening, till the elections are over, I think you are going to see a lot of churning. And we are used to it. It's not new to churn to us. We have seen the churn of 2006, we have seen the churn of 2008, we have seen the churn of 2010. But our kids have done well in the marketplace. They're all comfortable, doing well. Each one has shifted a job already after the first year, so which shows that they are much more confident. So the same is the story which will also be passing through once the batch passes out. Now there are some good points and there are some bad points of this institute. The bad points first. We are ruthless. We take the pleasure of asking people to go home if they don't do well in academics. And we take that pleasure very fast, right at the beginning of the first semester, at the end of first semester, at the end of second semester. We don't spare. There is no place for chicken hearted here. I make it loud and clear. You have come here, you have taken 8 lakhs from your father, deposited it here. You have to give back the ROI to him in 2 years' time. We don't allow the ROI to spread over a 10 years' time here. It means we mean business here. And if you are not part of the we mean business, you can go and open a pawn shop outside. There's no place for you here. Let's make it loud and clear. 1 day lost, 1 week lost, 1 week lost, 1 semester lost, 1 semester lost, go home. You have your problems, you have your sister's marriage, you have your own planning to be married, etc. Postpone it for the next 2 years. You're not available. No leaves comes to me. No leave certificate comes to me. If you fall sick, you have a problem because you have to miss class. Don't fall sick. You have to take care of your health. If you don't know how to take care of your health, how are you going to take care of your wealth? Health is wealth. And we tell you right from day one, you take care of your health, wealth will come to you. If you don't know how to take care of your health, wealth will not come to you. You are expected to be hale and hearty, smiling, and taking the pressures and the stress which will add on your day after day here. It's not easy to finish 17 subjects, brand new ones, some of which names you have not even heard, and which we are going to add now. We are planning to add now one more course called Temple Management. where we'll teach you how to create a temple and promote the business and make money out of it. Because we see big money coming out in various temples in all parts of villages. Average income of 65,000, that's our survey report. So why should you not be one of those entrepreneurs? So we teach you everything, right from selling scrap to building temples. We are not here for the corporate world at all. We'll teach you what is business like. And you will learn from each other. So you have to take care of your health. And the only way you can take care of your health is have a good routine, have balanced food, no overeating, and no going out and eating trash food. So you have to balance your food, you have to balance your sleep. On an average, if you sleep for 4 hours a day, I am happy. If you are going to sleep more than that, you are getting problems for me. I don't want it. In a B school level, if you sleep for 4 hours, it's much good enough. Balance time, you're supposed to study. 17 subjects, each subject having about 7 assignments. That makes it 139 assignments, 95 days. It's just like an IPL match, 150 runs and 120 balls. The only problem is that here you have the bat and you have the ball. Play it. Now why I won't sound it is, I want to give you that feeling. Ruthlessness is the character of SCMHRD. And the people who pass out from here go to the corporate world with that same ideology. We shall be ruthless in our work. We shall be ruthless in our performance. We shall not surrender it. That's the ideology we built here. And through that, we build the compassion and the passion and all those things, the jargons of which you must have learned in your time and IMS, etc. So here you are here to study, to apply your mind, to be creative and to give solutions. What is the best part of SCMHRD? The best part is we don't teach. No way. You are here to learn. And we shall ensure you learn. Your own way. Without us teaching. We do not believe in holding your hands and asking you to cross the streets. Some of you are 24 years old. In your yesteryears, some of your parents have 2 children. You are sitting down still in a B school. So you are matured. You know the price of money. You know the value of time. And you also know the path in which life will be governed tomorrow. And you also know that you have fun to do. You have fun to have outside. And you have to build it up here for that. This is the last time in your life where you will have an opportunity to do organized learning. Where you will sit down like this, from the length and breadth of society, sit with each other and try to learn from each other. You will never get this opportunity throughout the life, even if you want to pay money for it. Because you will never come again for this. You have much more things to do in your life, rather than come again for a 2 years course. You may go down for a 6 months course, you may go down for a 9 months course somewhere, you have a 7 days tenure somewhere. But you'll not sit down for a 2 years full-fledged study program and complete it. This is the last time. Make the most of it. The only way you can have the most of it is allow it to flow through. You should allow the flow to come to your body and say, this is what the path it is, and I shall take it. Do not surrender yourself to it. Allow it to come inside your body. And see the stream how it flows. This is not a course where we teach you how to fly rockets to the moon. This is not NASA. People have come and passed out. You will also pass out if you study for it. There's nothing so great about a B school today that you should be very tense about it. It's a beautiful learning, it's a variety learning. It is something which you will not get in a mainstream of society in a short clutch of 2 years. You will still get it outside also. But you have to flow through it. Today you have materials available in the net, in the social media, in the books. So there's no dearth of knowledge for you at all. Absolutely no dearth of knowledge. You take anything, it's there, the knowledge is available. So the option is what? Option is for you to go and access that knowledge and take it. But at the same time, ensure you only understand for you to apply it. We have softwares available where we can find out if you have done cut, paste and copy. If the CPC is done, that cut, paste, copy is done, you get a 0. And mind you, your assessment is gradual. Right from 9th of June, when your first exam starts, for your thing which you have been doing from 11th of April, you are graded. And it's automatic. The marks are entered into your system, and gradually at the end of first term, you know your grades and you will see it yourself. We don't have to come and tell you how you've done. You will know it yourself in the internet. It's all available. So the grading starts right from today. So you are on notice from today. So you have to decide how you are going to allow it to shape up. And why it is critical to do well? Because we want to ensure everybody is a 3-pointer. A 3-pointer is critical because if you want to study further, and which you should, at least after a period of 5 years, you can never stop learning. So when you go after 5 years, if you're not a 3-pointer, you don't get admissions in Ivy League school. And not one. We can name you at least, ever since I took over this institute from 2004, I had at least from each batch 4 or 5 people going to Carnegie Mellon's, Harvard's, Sudarshan Dikshit, Columbia. She has now taken over Davos. She is the head of Pakistan, India, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. She is the chief secretary for Davos conference, Mayuri Ghosh, 2007 pass out. She passed out from here, ITC, 1.5 years, worked there, shifted to Columbia, did a master's course there in water management and environmental, and has taken over Davos as chief secretary. Young girl of 32 years old with a small kid of 1.5 years. So people have arrived, and people are doing very well. And we are proud of that. So are you going to make us proud? But the only way you can do it is study very hard. No compromise on it. And the best way to pass out from this place is don't look at my face and don't come to my office for the next 2 years. Not worth it. Because if you are coming to my office, means you have a problem. Or somebody has told you you have a problem, so go and meet him. Not worth it. The best way to get out from this is don't see this guy's face for the next 2 years. Not unless I come down to a class, that's all. You can't help it. So pass out from here, 2 years time, 31st March. Have good fun, enjoy yourself. Now remember one thing. How are we going to treat you? We're not going to treat you like boys and girls. We're going to treat you like products of the market. You are all products. You are still that unmade lux, which is going to be used by the beauties of Madhuri Dixit and others. We have to shape you up. We have to give you the scent. We will also have to give you the sharps. We will also have to give you the foam. We'll do that. But for us, you are a product going to enter the marketplace. Nothing else. We don't care whether you're a girl or boy. It doesn't make sense to us. We don't believe in it. You are a simple product who has come here, going to enter the value chain, and going to come out from that value chain there. And in the process of value chain, you'll have several controllers whom I will introduce now in the form of called faculty. Now what do you mean by faculty? Faculty is somebody who is just here to help you. They are all research scholars. They come and publish papers. And they share what they publish to you, that this is the tomorrow's knowledge. And they also tell you, sit down with us, publish a paper. You are expected to. You have a course credit for publication. You have to do it. What is important for you is give a commitment to yourself that you are going to make yourself proud, your father and mother proud, your family proud on 31st March of 2015. That will be 2015. That's what your aim should be, one pointer. I shall make myself proud, my family proud, my father and mother proud on 31st March 2015. And I shall take that process through my own hard work. No support from anybody. There's no helping hand. The help is at the end of your own hand. We don't help you. We'll only help you if you ask that I need some guidance for my hand to go through. That's all. In a typical B school fashion, most of the B school run here on visiting faculty basis. Many of them make money to the visiting faculty basis. We don't believe that. We have permanent faculty. And our ratios of permanent faculty students is a very proud 1:14. And this, at the end of this year, we plan to go to 1:10 because your institute is going to be the first institute in symbiosis, which is going to be accredited by ASCSB, the international accredited firm, 2 years from now. By the time you pass out, we expect it should be accredited. So we require faculty. And we require them to do PhD. I have only two types of faculty. One who have done PhD or one who are doing PhD. There's no third one. Because for us, that scholarship of PhD, the beauty of learning is very critical. So we have only two types of faculty. And they are all available to you. We have enough faculty available if you have a ratio of 1:14. And we are going to go to a ratio of 1:12. Then we have time sharing faculty who give us almost 40 hours a week. They are almost as good as permanent, but they are on business somewhere else, so we cannot appoint them permanent. So roughly, if you include them also, we are almost at 40 level faculty. That's good enough for a batch size of 220. Most of the courses are done by internal faculty. We bring in experts, they come and teach you, subject-wise. Now remember, there is a pain of this course. You know why? A normal accountant, if you have to create an accountant, a chartered accountant, it takes 3 years to understand accounts. But you know how much time you're going to get here to understand accounts? 3 months. A normal accountant, a BCom level guy, to understand accounts takes 3 years through his articleship. But you are an engineer who's going to come and do it flat 3 months. Next year is FM. No accounting done next year. So within 3 months, you have to learn the full of accounts. And you want finance. And you want to learn the beauty of finance, the markets of finance. So if you don't understand accounts, you can't learn it. So what does it mean? It means there's no escape to hard work. Many of you have come with an ambition here. I will take this, I will take this. None of you will get what you want. Because you have to go through a test here and find out whether you are suitable for it. And he will tell you that you are not suitable for it or you are suitable for it. We go through the process of it. If you cannot clear basic accounts in 3 months, how the hell are you going to do FM? We don't allow you to do FM then. You can't. You'll make a mess of yourself. We don't want you to do that. So if you show a promise, we'll ask you to extend your hand. If you don't show a promise, we put a full stop there. It's your call. You have to do it well. Now, we have the faculty here. Let's go first to the staff. There are some of the important people on a day-to-day basis, which you must remember in the staff category. First is, on a day-to-day level, you are going to meet Mamta and Dipti. Where are they? These are your academic coordinators. Okay? You can call them the Sita or Gita or whatever you want. But on a day-to-day basis, you have to know them because they control the entire academics of yours. They know which faculty is going to come, which day, on what schedule, and what class you have to attend. And they control a very important part of your academics, attendance. So they are what demigod to you. The lady sitting very next to them is a still further important controller. She is Sujata Patil. She controls the entire exams for all the 440 students. Single lady with a group of, where is the team?